All right, there you go. I'm gonna read it from my phone so I don't mess up any of the information. But I know last week we kind of went over all the different parts of Pinterest and how we can utilize those in our business. And one thing that I mentioned that I was excited about that was new to Pinterest was the story aspect. Pinterest has now changed the name from being a story to idea pins. I want you guys to write down idea pins. So they really wanted to distinguish. Remember, we said Pinterest isn't a social media platform, it's more of a search engine. They really wanted to distinguish their story pins from stories like we have on social media. So the whole purpose between the idea pins is to spark someone's curiosity. They want someone to see your idea pins and then go to your Pinterest page, go to your boards. They want that person to be inspired. So let me read the little update for you guys. So on May 17th, Pinterest renamed story pins to idea pins, but really nothing has changed in the fact of how you make those pins. You're going to still find the idea pins at the top of the profile on your Pinterest in the little circles. The name has just changed. You now have insights to those stories, and I'm going to pull that up so you guys can see what the insights look like for that. The most important news from this update is it really shows that the idea pins is where it's at right now. We know that when Instagram rolls out something new and Facebook rolls out something new, that's where we really want to focus a lot of our creativeness and our energy on. And so as you're creating pins, as you're getting used to Pinterest, make sure you're adding to these idea pins. And it's automatic now on every creator account in the US. So that's another big thing that changed before. I know last week we mentioned that you had to request to be able to do the story or idea pins. Now it's just automatic for all the creator or business content. So I'm gonna pull up and screen share real quick. All righty, let me move my little menu. Okay, make sure I have the right one. Okay, so here is one of the idea pins that I created. I just took a screenshot of a customer testimonial and I posted it in my story. Remember, it'll be in your bubble for 24 hours like a story pin would, but then it gets saved to a board where it's gonna live there permanently. So even if your pin didn't get a lot of views during that 24 hours, it's still gonna collect views throughout time. Remember, we said pins have a huge lifespan compared to Instagram. You know, you create Instagram posts and you might get traction for a day or 2 days. If it's really good, maybe even a week. But your pins, because people are searching for the information and it's gathering it and giving it to people, it's going to have year-long lifespan, even multiplied to 5-10 years. So this pin, I'm going to show you, it got one reaction. One person loved it. This is how many people have seen this idea pin, 158. This is how many people have clicked on it to read the information. It doesn't have any saves or follows. And then one person went to visit my profile. Like I said, I'm still learning. My numbers aren't crazy good, but I think it's so cool that I had 8 clicks. Like I said, I only have 1 follower on Pinterest and my pin still got 8 clicks and it got a profile visit. So that's kind of what your metrics will look like for the story pins. So I just wanted to cover, or I'm sorry, story pins. Guys, I keep saying it, idea pins. Excuse me, idea pins. We also talked about recreating and reusing your content. I know Caitlin showed us some of the pins she had created and how she was creating a new graphic to go with the same information. And we covered a few ideas on what that will look like. So I just wanted to share, see if I can pull it up real quick. I had it pulled up. It must have gone away. Bear with me real quick. Alrighty, so I used this example last time. This is a pin I made about my emergency C-section. So I just posted the picture, created some things, and it's linked back to my full post that is on Instagram. I went on Canva. It's very simple. When you are going to create a design, you can type in Pinterest and Pinterest pin. It'll come up with the exact dimensions you need. You don't have to worry about it at all. So that is super simple. And I'm going to show you a few ways that I am going to repurpose this content. I went ahead and did it. So you guys, I'm not a Canva person, so bear with me on this. I just put the title of it and a picture, and look what I did. I did it with that picture. I did it with that picture. And then I also created just a graphic one, April is Cesarean Awareness Month. Pinterest will consider it a completely new piece of content if your picture and graphic are different. It doesn't have to have different titles on it. It doesn't have to have a different description. The main thing is that they want something different. But 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I already have one posted, so 5. 5 pins, the exact same content. When I save this, I'm just gonna go into Pinterest and upload it and go back to this one. So I'm just gonna change it up a little bit. It's gonna be still linked to the same Instagram post that I wrote about. And it's that simple. You only need to post 1 pin a day, and I just spent maybe 30 minutes creating those Canva graphics, and I have content now for the next 4 or 5 days. So that's kind of what I wanted to go over. I'm gonna open up the chat for questions, and while you guys are asking your questions, Caitlin is gonna be going over our big announcement and some new things we're gonna be doing on here. So I'm gonna stop sharing and make her the host real quick. All right.
Okay. I've never shared my phone, so bear with me, y'all.
Hello, bye-bye.
Okay. Can you guys see my phone?
Yes, you're good.
Okay, cool, because now I can't see any of you. So we're gonna go over how to sorry if you hear the kids, we're sitting in the car. How to save a pin. So the big announcement is that Thrive Army is starting a Pinterest. So if you have a Pinterest, we made it even easier. Go to the Thrive Army Pinterest. It's the Change Your Life Now is the name of it. You can go to it and share content directly from our Pinterest. So you don't even have to like work that hard. So these are things that I've been looking up stuff for my daughter's first birthday. So I'm going to share a pin as if I was going to share a pin from the Thrive Army Pinterest. So you guys already know how to do that. Once we start sharing things, all you have to do is find it and go follow it. And then you can see all of the Thrive Army pins and share them. So I'm just gonna pick a random one and do it. So if you hold down, I'm just holding down on this pin and click save. You can select what board of yours it's going to. So if Thrive Army shares a pin that is about some super yummy recipe or something, you can save it to like I would save it to like my food board if it was a food like a dinner recipe or whatever. Obviously this one is just a fun one, so I'm just going to save it to this private board. Well, it's shared with my mom, but it's private because it has the little lock on it. So I'm just going to save it there, and then it's saved. So hold on, please. That is how you do that. Sorry, that was super short and sweet and simple. But for future reference, because we're working on getting that up and running, you can find it. It's Change Your Life Now on Pinterest. Sorry, guys. and you just have to click save, and then you can either create a board or you can save it to an existing board. That's all I got, Mandy.
Yes, and I know one thing that we were really excited about and kind of brainstorming with is how many of you guys feel like you struggle with the male audience if you're a female? All of your graphics are more feminine. All of your testimonials are from a lot of female customers. I know I've been in that boat. We are going to create a board that's geared towards men. It's going to have male testimonies. It's going to have male promotion pictures. It's going to have more manly quotes, manly colors, things like that. And that's going to be a resource for you guys to pull from, to be inspired from. We want you guys also to give us ideas. I know we have an amazing nutritional team that is in the Change Your Lifestyle group that are sharing recipes and stuff like that. We're going to take all of that content of them sharing their recipes and stuff, and we're going to make pins on that. What that's going to do is when people are searching outside of Thrive for recipes and stuff, and they find, say, Gabby's recipe that she made for dinner, when she clicks it, it's going to direct them to Thrive Army. So we're going to be bringing in people that may not even be looking for Thrive. They might just be looking for healthy recipes, but they're going to discover us from that. So you can reach out to Caitlin or I if you have like any ideas of what you would like to be pinned. This is going to be a process. We are both busy mamas, but we are going to be doing our best to get all of this up and going and to get all of your guys' great content ideas made into materials that we can share with the entire team. Yep, Change Your Life Now is the Pinterest name. I can also work on getting the link to it if that's going to be helpful for you guys, the link right to the Pinterest, and put that in our new Thrive Army group so you guys can click it. You'll know it's us. But your guys' homework, we really need you guys to have your own Pinterest account, to be active on using that so that we can, share that information with you guys, that you guys can pin the post from us. So I would say that's probably your biggest thing right now is if you haven't already, either bring back your old Pinterest that you've used for years, or you can even set up a new one from scratch. I know that's what I did because mine had hundreds of thousands of pins and I was like, I don't want to comb through all of this stuff. Let's just start new. So that's what we have for tonight. Did anyone have any questions right off the bat?
Not a question, but also, so I don't know if we announced it the other day during Thrive Army meeting or not, but we're also bringing back the Thrive Army Instagram, but it's going to be the Change Your Life Now Instagram instead of Thrive Army. We're going to keep Pinterest and Instagram like on the same, what's the word? Like keep them cohesive. So be on the lookout for that. We'll update on that, but that's going to come too. So you'll be able to share content directly from our group or our team Instagram to your personal ones.
Yes. As far as like the Instagram thing, I'm excited. How many of you guys share quotes to your stories or stuff like that you see on Instagram? So the Thrive Army Instagram, we're going to have motivational quotes, but we're also going to be putting up testimonials from all of our teams so you can share right there. It's going to be like a team page. So it's not going to be like ran by specifically me or specifically Caitlin. So when people click that, we're always going to refer them, okay, whose page did you see this on? That's your promoter. It's not, we're going to be getting all these leads and keeping them to ourselves. This is really going to be a tool to help everyone grow their own network and community as well. And then one thing I'm excited about the Instagram page is how many of you guys are new and starting out and you have a tiny, tiny team and you see other leaders like Courtney and Carly and Tracy shouting out their amazing team for promotions. You're like, I just want to shout out, but they're not on my team. Well, guess what? Thrive Army, that Change Your Life Instagram, we're going to be sharing all those promotions so you can just share it to your page and celebrate what the team is doing. Because we are a team. It doesn't matter if they're on your downline, if they're a sideline sister, if you're an upline, we're going to be able to celebrate and share that success that we're having as a team with everyone as well. So we're excited about that. If there's no questions, we're going to hop off tonight. Wanted to keep it short and sweet. And we're so excited to see you guys next week. All right. Hope you guys have a great night. Bye.